How surprised were you when it was announced by John McCain that Sarah Palin was his pick to be vice president?
I was shocked, and you know, she was in the middle of a real successful run as governor, and we were so proud of her for that. We had no idea this call was going to come from the McCain campaign. We were as shocked as everyone else. Really proud, though, and happy, and we knew she was going to handle it.
Are you glad she got the call now?
I am.
Yeah, I am too.
We've gone through some hell. You know, the things we've had to hear.
That's why I'm asking.
But there's been so many positive things too. We get to see the country and meet incredible people and do things like this.
Yeah, a lot of neat people. Yeah,
that's great.
People. Yeah.
But the bad part is, for some odd reason, the mainstream media, those on the political left, they just didn't like John McCain, and they certainly didn't like your sister and your daughter.
Mm-hmm. They're afraid of her. Yeah, they're afraid of her. That's what I feel. Yeah.
Because
she's poses a threat. She's been very successful, whatever she's been involved in.
Sure.
And she's always had this incredible sense of right and wrong. And you see what she does. If she doesn't agree with something, she's going to be the one that stands up. For a lot of us that will talk about it in private but won't say it in public because we don't want to offend somebody, and she'll get right up. And she's been like that since she was a little kid.
Right in your grill.
Said, this is wrong,
yeah.
And this is why it's wrong, and people don't want to hear that.
Were the two of you sitting there when she gave the speech at the Republican National Convention?
We were there, yeah. We were there, and I couldn't believe it was happening. It was something that happens to the guy down the street, you know, not me. Yeah.
And in the beginning of the book, you talk about how you're being motorcaded in, and you're down in the basement, and you're in the green room, and there she is. They open a door, there's your daughter, your sister, and she's working the room.
Cool as a cucumber. She really was. You were sweating
bullets.
We were on pins and needles. Everybody was, and Sarah was having a ball. She was.
Isn't this fun? She said, "Yeah, isn't this fun?"
Yeah,
so you said that the number one question that you get is, what's she going to do next?
That's number one. We've heard that 1,000 times. And number two question is, could we see this coming as a kid? And I'd like to say, oh, yeah, we saw her bouncing around the crib. No, we never saw it coming at all.
When she was young, what did she want to do when she grew up?
Sports.
She wanted to work for ESPN.
Yeah, for ESPN.
We talk about all that in the book, and there's great convention stories in the book too.
Sure.
And the impetus for writing it is to get the truth out from your perspective, right?
Yes. Yeah, there's been so many phony baloney stories about her, and to the best of our memory and knowledge, everything in there is totally factual. And there's only been 3 other books like that out of the 100+ books written about her.
Has she read it?
No. I don't think so.
No, we had talked to her about that as we were going through this process, and we had that conversation. You know, Sarah, do you want to read this? And she said, now listen, these are your words, these are your memories and my friends' memories. I don't want to muddle in anything.
That's good.
Let it come out the way it's out, and I'll read it like everybody else.
Fantastic. So, are you going to make her buy a copy too?
I had to buy hers. I'm not kidding. I bought Going Rogue.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that you actually have to buy books. Yeah. About a year ago, everybody was talking about who's going to be in. Sarah Palin, is she going to run for President of the United States? Did you think it was a good idea that she throw her hat in?
I wish she would have, but I understand. I think she, you know, I'm speaking for myself, my own opinion, but she looked at what her family had just been through, and having the 2 young kids, Piper and Trigg, having to subject them through another campaign, and then, you know, if the campaign would have been successful, everything that would come with the victory, I think she chose to help others, you know, further educate herself and travel the world, and that's what she's been doing, and she's made a big difference.
Absolutely.
She turned those 2010 elections around.
She did. She was a big
by
voice.
herself. Yeah.
Was she angry that she wasn't asked to be part of the RNC this year, or was she and she declined?
I don't think she was angry. What did she say? She said they need to hear new voices in there. But people think we confer with her, talk to her all the time. We don't. email each other back and forth.
Typical family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a very busy lady. 18, 20-hour days. Yeah.
Well, let's hope she can work in a little time to read your new book. It's called Our Sarah. Heath, Chuck Heath Sr., Big Chuck. Good luck with the cheap beer and the derelicts. And Junior, thank you very much as well.
All right.
Have a
you,
safe
Steve.
trip back up to Alaska.
Oh, you betcha.
Thank you,
Great
Gretchen.
to
All right.
see you. I love that you said you betcha. I'm from Minnesota, so I get that.
Okay.
All right. See you soon, tomorrow.